Finding new ways to laugh through life. Our Morgan Norwood sat down with comedian and television host Rickey Smiley about returning to his roots after more than a decade away from the stage.
Thank you for joining us. You already had us cracking up before we came on air here. I was like, you know, when we were talking about interviewing you, I was like, you know, he's going to cut up this entire interview.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
got to.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's been about 12 years, 10 or 12 years since I shot a comedy special. But I still been performing, so that's why the special is so funny, because I've been kind of holding back. You know, I haven't put it out there, so.
Curious, what made you return to the stage after all this time?
Yeah, David Talbot, Lynn Talbot, you know, they said, hey man, we need to put some cinema on your work. So I was like, cool, let's do it. And we produced it and put it together. We shot it in Birmingham, shot 3 shows. People came out, they loved it, and he was like, hey, we got a hit. And we walked it right over to Hulu. Hulu was like, let's do it. And we got that done, and here we are.
Rickey, you have publicly navigated grief, and you know, so many of your fans have been supportive through this entire process. But curious, with everything that you've had to publicly navigate, how has that influenced how you present your comedy, and how has laughter been a source of, you know, uplifting? Yeah,
well, you know, much is given, much is required. You know, a lot of people out there have went through worse. With no resources, can't afford grief counseling, can't take a vacation to get away. They have to sit there and suffer and feel what they feel. And my son died on a Sunday. I was back on the radio Wednesday because people need me on the air, you know, or lay in the bed and just grieve and think about it. So I had to continue to do God's work. I had to continue to do what my son would have wanted me to do. And it takes a special person. Remember, everything that we go through is a test. And that's why I wrote that book, Sideshow. For anybody that's grieving, you can go anywhere where books are sold and buy Sideshow or whatever, dealing with grief and loss. But you have to keep the fun going. You have to make people laugh, because laughing is healing. Comedy is healing. So we like the doctor that gets you feeling good on the inside or whatever, because a lot of people are going through stuff, so comedy always helps. Comedy wins. Comedy
does win, and you do it so well. What did it mean to record this special in your hometown, Birmingham, Alabama? You already made us hungry because you're talking about the Southern cooking. I'm from Jackson, just over the neighboring city over. What did it mean to return home?
Yeah, it's funny because the theater where I shot the show, I used to work at a clothing store next door. And I was doing open mic night working in that clothing store, writing jokes. And to be able to perform at the theater right next door to the clothing store brought things around, you know, in full circle. You know, being 21, 22 years old, I never saw that. And, you know, I'm just excited that we're here doing a special on a platform like Hulu. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm excited. Shout out to Martin Lawrence. I toured with him for 5 years. Martin Lawrence, Mike Epps, some more, been on comedy tours all over the country. A lot of great comedians, my colleagues out here. So whenever a comedian come out and do a special and it's great and it's funny, it's a representation of everybody that do this job right here, stand up. So. All
right, let's talk about the special. Why the title Foolish?
Cause I'm foolish.
And is.
Yeah, foolish. You remember the prank phone calls? Okay, you know, I back in the day, I just specialized in calling people, doing the prank phone calls. I would call the cemetery. You remember the prank phone call about being buried by mistake and had the office going crazy. I had so much fun with the prank phone calls or whatever, and I got that idea from the Jerky Boys or whatever. So I was like, hey, we need to do the black version of the prank phone calls. So we would get cursed out and stuff like that. But it's so important, to continue the tradition. And I think this special right here is legacy. It's fun, it's funny, I didn't hold back. If you love comedy from the 90s, this is for you. Because we've gotten away from just ADHD funny, just funny all over the place. And it's called Foolish because I'm just foolish.
Yeah. You be talking to me, my brain be talking to O'Reilly Auto Part. Yeah! Oh, y'all got ADHD.
I told you he was going to cut up. Rickey Smiley, thank you so much.
I'm so sorry.
Rickey Smiley, thank you so much. You can catch Rickey's stand-up special, Foolish, right now on Hulu.
Our thanks to Morgan and, of course, Rickey Smiley.